First, I kind of didn't care about it, but then it started hurting me.
A WRAL special report on bullying.
Did he say he was going to hurt you? Was that scary?
Yes, ma'am.
Brave children from the Triangle step forward to tell their stories.
What did you believe?
When they say the word kill, yeah, I do believe it.
The WRAL special report on bullying. Watch it live and start a conversation with your kids.
We hope tonight's story will help you start a conversation with your children about bullying. You will see brave children come forward to share their experiences. In the past few weeks, WRAL has received a number of emails documenting incidents of bullying at schools across our area.
Universally, these parents believe their school systems aren't handling these cases as well as they should. WRAL's Amanda Lamb investigated and joins us now. Amanda?
David and Deborah, every school in North Carolina, every school system has a bullying policy, what it is, how it should be reported and investigated, and how bullies should be punished. Now, while school systems struggle to cope with the number of incidents, parents are complaining to us that relief for the victims and punishment for the offenders needs to be swifter.
11-year-old Christopher Simmons is already a boxing champion.
Your dad said if I pick this up, I get to see a whole pile of medals. So those are all your medals.
Yep.
An unlikely candidate to be bullied at school.
First, I kind of didn't care about it, but then it started hurting me.
And then it got serious.
He said that there's a kill club and their mission is to kill you.
He had a knife, a pocket knife, and he said that they could just kill Christopher, leave his body in the bathroom, and no one else would somebody else would find it, and they would not know that it was them.
Did you think he was for real, or what did you believe?
When they say the word kill, yeah, I do believe it.
Christopher's parents went to the principal of the NEUSE Charter Elementary School. They also contacted Smithfield Police, who investigated but didn't file charges.
Procedures and awareness was put in place to ensure the safety of the student who made the complaint.
The principal sent a letter to fifth-grade parents saying bullying will not be tolerated at NEUSE, and what some children consider playing around can be seen as bullying.
We had a complaint brought to us. We addressed the complaint. Where necessary, student discipline was administered.
I personally felt like that they were just trying to brush it up under the rug and kind of not deal with it.
And so at some point, your mom just said, we just can't go to this school.
It's unsafe.
And did you agree with her?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. All right, come on.
For 8-year-old Joseph and his 6-year-old sister, Cassia, bullying happened on the school bus.
What happened?
He was pulling my book bag.
Did he say he was going to hurt you? Was that scary?
Yes, ma'am.
He was just threatening to kick his butt. And, I mean, Joseph's a little fella. You know, this boy's 2 or 3 years older.
Dana Tedder repeatedly called Corinth Holders Elementary School in Zebulon and met with the vice principal.
It just absolutely breaks your heart to know that, you know, your child's being picked on and bullied, and you're fighting tooth and nail to try and get help from the other adults in the situation.
How did that make you feel?
Sad.
How come?
Because I didn't like it.
And this is the most precious thing that our parents have are their children, and we feel the same way.
Tracy Peden-Jones is the spokesperson for Johnston County Schools.
When it comes to our school administration, as soon as they are made aware of a situation, it is acted on promptly. And I can definitely say so in this situation.
1 month after Tedder complained, the boy who bothered her children was moved to another seat on the bus. She believes it took too long to get results.
I pay my taxes. I expect, you know, my tax dollars to be used by people who are going to protect the children to the best of their ability. You know, not just mine, but all of the children.
The humanity is being eroded in these children, and that's dangerous. That's sad. Their humanity is being eroded.
Now, there are tools that are helping schools investigate these incidents. For example, video cameras on buses, which were present in the case of Tedder's children, and online reporting, which allows students to share concerns without going to the principal's office. Now, besides reporting the bullying to the school system, parents should also get connected with the school guidance counselor to help their kids navigate these very difficult situations. And we also have a long list of resources with this story on WRAL.com to help families dealing with this problem, David.
And it's a very serious, it's a very real problem. When you began digging in this, you heard from parents. Who else did you hear from?
We heard from so many parents, but we also heard from some young people. And one young person, her letter caught our eye, and we're going to have her story tomorrow night. She took some extreme measures to stop the bullying.
Amanda, thank you again. More online. Thanks. Deb?
Wow, what a story. And we hope this just starts the conversation for parents and their children. It's such an important topic to talk about. Last night we showed you just how bad bullying can be at school, even with very young children.
And tonight we introduce you to a young woman who was bullied into making an extreme decision. A decision she believes, however, changed her life for the better because the bullying stopped. Amanda Lamb joins us again, this time with one young woman's incredible story. Amanda?
David and Deborah, imagine being bullied starting at age 7 through elementary and middle school and into high school. And here's the worst part. You're being teased about the way you look, about the face you were born with. Well, this is Amy Arnold's story, and the teasing wasn't child's play. She became so depressed, she didn't care about school. She didn't want to get out of bed to face another day. She even thought about suicide. And this is why she chose plastic surgery over facing another day of bullying.
By the time she was 16, Amy Arnold had endured a lifetime of bullying.
They were like, oh, you look like a Toucan Sam from Fruit Loop Box, and Big Nose Amy.
They teased Amy about her nose.
Yeah, I cried every day. I didn't even want to go to school.
She even contemplated suicide.
I was like, I can't do this, and I didn't even care if I woke up the next day. That's how bad it was.
Desperate for solutions, Amy scoured the internet and learned surgery could decrease the size of her nose.
Did that cross your mind, like, I can't believe that I have to go to this length?
I was like, why me?
Amy discussed the idea with her parents. They met with Dr. Adam STEIN in Raleigh.
And I was like, I'm going to get this surgery. And my family had doubts, of course.
You know, are you being teased? Are you being bullied at school? And all, you know, it was yes in spades to all of those questions.
Dr. STEIN said it was obvious. Amy was in serious pain.
I mean, she was pretty emotionally traumatized.
But STEIN says he doesn't make the decision to operate on teenagers lightly.
It's a life-changing experience, and you know, it's not like getting a haircut where, you know, if you don't like it, you can let your hair grow back and, you know, try again.
Amy impressed Dr. STEIN with her maturity.
This was one of those times where I was actually wholeheartedly recommending the surgery.
On August 21st, 2014, Amy Arnold had the surgery. She documented her journey in a YouTube video aimed at giving strength to other young people who were bullied.
The angle that her nose makes with her lip is much better now.
I was like, finally, it's like I'm looking at a new person and a better person. I'm more confident. I actually can talk to people and not be shy. I can make friends, and I just feel great about myself.
So great, Amy now loves to take selfies and even sends them to Dr. STEIN.
It really brings me back to why I do what I do. It's all about having people feel better about themselves, and you know, with Amy, it clearly made a huge difference in her life.
Yeah, he's not even my surgeon, he's my hero.
And because of what she's been through, Amy wants to be a hero to other kids who are bullied by standing up for them.
You need to think about what you say, because anyone that gets bullied will go through anything to make it stop.
And neither Amy Arnold nor Dr. STEIN believe surgery is the answer for everyone. In fact, they both made it clear this is a last resort, a decision that should not be made lightly, and most importantly, that changing your outside will not change the person you are on the inside. And of course, we have a long list of resources online for families who are dealing with this issue, who need to reach out and get some help.
Amanda, we talked yesterday about this just being the start of the conversation between parents and their children. And the takeaway here is parents should take this seriously.
Absolutely. This is not something to mess around with. If your child is depressed, if they don't want to go to school, if they're scared, you need to take it seriously and you may need to seek some counseling.
Yeah, and another takeaway is that parents are often the root cause of some of this bullying.
We have seen a lot of comments online from adults, negative comments during these stories, attacking some of the people in our stories, and it's heartbreaking to see that.
That's just astonishing, and she is simply beautiful.
Yep, great
beautiful
kid,
inside and out.
Great doctor.
And very brave for her to tell the story.
Absolutely.